Splitgate 2 is now in beta instead. They did a full release of it before. They did go back from full release to beta. I've never heard of that in a game. So let's see. Oh, I gotta have sound.
It's over for Splitgate, and I can't say I didn't see this coming. Massive changes happened today, some good, some bad, but it's
How's the
hard to
volume on
see
that?
how the game survives beyond this. I'm hoping for the best, but it might be one of the
Splitgate 2 unlaunches studio to cut half of the staff ahead of 2026 release. They're gonna cut half of the studio? I saw on Twitter people were like applying to work there earlier this year.
first games
And
in
now they're gonna
history to
cut down?
completely close the first title and then send the recent second release back to beta. Today we're going to
Yeah,
get
that's
everything
nuts.
Splitgate
Going back to beta? I've never heard of that.
2 related. It might be the final video on the game for a long time, so let's get into it. So my plan today is to go through absolutely everything that's happened, the official statements by the developers, and then give my own thoughts, kind of like feedback, as to why Splitgate 2 lost 90% of its playbase.
It lost a lot of people. It only had like 2,000 concurrent players on Steam. Actually, let's look this up. I have the Steam DB here. Let me look this up and I'll drag it over real quick. Splitgate 2. Holy! They only have 1,000 people in game now. What the heck? It's only 60% positive too. I didn't know that. Wow. There's only 1,000 in game. How do you look at the chart for it? Oh, let me look that up again. There we go. There's only 108 playing Splitgate 1, but they're going to close Splitgate 1 from what I heard. And so all-time peak was 25,000 and now it's down to only 1,000. 24-hour peak, 1,200 people. I didn't know it fell off that far. Oh, yeah, the last month it's been slowly going down. Holy cow! I didn't think it was that bad, but that's not good.
In just a few
Damn.
weeks. These are issues I pointed out right when the game came out that sadly got worse as the population went down, and it's something I said right out of the gate. It's such a shame really, because fundamentally the gameplay is really enjoyable, and even
It's so
you guys
fun.
on the channel thought Splitgate 2 was a ton of fun. So
I actually really enjoyed it. I think I have, I think I have. Let's see, Killing Floor 3. We've been playing that a bit. Yeah, I have 29 and a half hours in it, so I enjoyed it. I played that more than any other arena shooter at the time. So, Split Game was a gimmick game for you. It was a one-time play. I mean, I could see that. I mean, I like to have a competitive PvP game to play, like arena shooter game to play, like Halo or Splitgate 2 kind of filled that role, for something like that. Hey, Meow's House. And so with Splitgate 2, I mean, I played it almost 30 hours. I was logging in every day and getting my daily challenges done and getting through the battle pass and everything. So it's crazy that they went back to beta. And I remember watching some of his videos earlier on it, and this guy gives a lot of really good points, and so that's why I wanted to watch his video on it.
without further delay, the official
Because this guy's also a really big Halo guy as well. So we've watched his videos before in the past when we were reacted. So
by the Splitgate 2 CEO said, "To the Splitgate community, we believe in Splitgate 2. This game means everything to us. It's been our life for almost 10 years. We've heard your feedback and we agree with you. We launched too early. We had ambitious goals with Splitgate 2, and in our excitement to share it with you, we bit off more than we could chew. We rushed certain features, made some boneheaded mistakes, and most importantly, we didn't give you the polished portal-filled mayhem you fell in love with." What do they mean by this? Well, there's no progression system, which I pointed out. The matchmaking for the ranked based mode uses hidden values, not the actual visible
I didn't know use hidden values in ranked, but I do remember when I played ranked, I was playing people that were so good, and I was like bronze still. Granted, I did pretty good on the game, but and then yeah, the progression system, you only could get each character to like level 25, and then that was it. You couldn't really progress past that per character, where before you could, and then once you're done with the pass, you couldn't really earn anything else but XP, I guess, for your characters and your weapons.
Rank, this means a bronze level player can match a top 100 player, and
Yeah, I had such good people I was playing against when I was bronze, and I was like, I just barely started playing this. Granted, I was doing really good in social, getting maybe 30 kills a game with the combined 20 to 30, and I was like, these people were kicking my butt, and I was bronze still.
it meant the ranked release was an absolute mess. The worst
Ranked was
part,
terrible.
and it's eerily similar to Halo Infinite, was that by rushing the game out the door, as the CEO said, they accrued technical debt that prevented changes to the game. This meant the horrible rank system was baked into the title, it was harder to iterate and add new content, and on
Yeah.
the whole, it sounds exactly like Halo Infinite, which
It kind of does. Halo Infinite released with freaking no content on anything, so it it sucks. Like if Halo Infinite released in the state it's in now like back then or a year later like it is now, if they switched everything, it would have more players than I mean, it would be up there in player count for sure.
is a shame. The matchmaking was also brutally unfair for newcomers, something that I warned about. A full group of high rank players shouldn't be able to match a solo queue beginner, but as the population dwindled, I would play games and lose 50 to 10. My teammates would get 0 kills and I would get the 10. Not great for a healthy gaming ecosystem. So what are the
Wow,
Splitgate 2
yeah.
developers doing? They said, we're going back to beta. We'll be
With them going back to beta, that's nuts. When I was playing, it was there was still about 2,500 people playing a night, so not 1,000. I couldn't imagine it now.
heads down.
Maybe
until
we'll
early
check it.
next
We'll
year,
log in or
rebuilding
something
major
later.
parts of the game to capture the spirit of what made Splitgate special. That means reworking progression from the ground up, adding more portals to our maps, simplifying monetization, and refocusing on classic game modes you've been asking for. They're also going to do more, which they're going to share soon. I actually called out the monetization when it first launched, and the prices were halved
Yeah,
overnight,
the
which is a good
prices
first step. But I think we
the prices were like Call of Duty prices or worse, like so bad.
can all agree,
Like $30 for
watching this video,
bundles.
that more could be done. I also think in terms of portaling, that when you watch someone play Splitgate and they're absolutely cracked at portaling, it's incredibly jarring to watch, both from a gameplay and a spectating point of view.
Yeah, like
Battle
this
Royale was
guy.
actually better in the fact that it limited the amount of portals you can do, something that I think the arena mode should look at, albeit the limit shouldn't be as low. I also want to say to the developers that the original Splitgate, that didn't hold much of a population either, so mimicking the original game isn't going to be a guaranteed to success, so just keep that in mind. The CEO went on to
Yeah.
say, in how we build
I played a lot of Splitgate 1 on Xbox, and it was really good. But I didn't like really progress super far in it because a lot of people were very, very good at that game. Because when I was playing, it was a low player count, so it was all the dedicated players and everything. And I was like kind of new to it still.
this, the future release of Splitgate 2, well, it starts with you. That means more playtests, more surveys, more listening, and truly being community first. Our goal is to combine the DNA of the first game with the best improvements from the second. Again, the original Splitgate really struggled to hold a population over time. The same issue has happened again with Splitgate 2, so I'm not sure modeling it after the first game is the right decision to make. I will say, to
Yeah.
the benefit of the developers, I thought they actually responded to feedback quite quickly, especially when the game first came out. There was fairly
Yeah.
fast content releases over the first month, but the population
I don't know if he's going to talk about this, but I think one of the worst things that they did was launch this with a battle royale when it officially came out. I think they should have focused on a lot of other stuff first, like the core arena. I don't know. I don't know if the 1,000 people that are playing it still are just battle royale players or actually arena players. It doesn't say.
still dwindled. I consistently said since the game came out, the biggest challenge this game faces is longevity. I don't want to say I'm right because I want all games to succeed, but it's just how it is. The CEO went on to say, to give ourselves time to build the Splitgate you deserve, we've made the incredibly difficult decision to reduce certain roles and shift our resources to focus on this rework. This is heartbreaking. These are our teammates and our friends, and they helped build what we have today. They're receiving severance and job placement support, and we're committed to doing everything we can to help them through this transition. We hope to bring them back when we can.
That is so sad, man. There's so many companies laying people off. The whole gaming industry has way too many people in it already. So how are these guys going to find jobs when they're all getting laid off? You know, like the only other gaming companies that I know of that would be hiring are all not in the United States. They're all in probably China and Japan where they're developing actually really good games.
Means many of the community developers I spoke to when the game was in alpha, beta, and full release are gone, and it's a real shame. Splitgate had one of the most responsive community teams in gaming, and they'll be missed. Lots of layoffs happened across the board, and even content creators who were planned to be sponsored creators have been cancelled too in an effort to cut costs. The statement continues on to say, in an effort to retain as many team members as possible, we're also going to be shutting down the OG Splitgate servers in a month. While we'd love to keep these servers online indefinitely, it's cost us hundreds of thousands of dollars over the past couple years, and we have to prioritize our team. Like us, we know this game means a lot to so many of you, so we are exploring the possibility of supporting offline/peer-to-peer matches. When we return, we plan to have a dedicated experience in Splitgate 2 that delivers on the promise of the original. So when I say Splitgate is over, that is what I mean. The original game will be getting offline.
They're gonna cut all the servers off to the first game. It like brings back the 360 days of when they cut off Halo 3 and Halo Reach.
Only version, the developers will look and see if they can do peer-to-peer, just like the old Halo games. When the servers go down in a month, you will be able to verse bots in an offline setting. We literally just spoke about Stop Killing Games, how you don't really own those games in live service products, and when the servers go down, you don't get to play anymore. So the fact that the Splitgate developers are willing to create an offline-only version, I haven't seen a single developer do that, so kudos.
Yeah, if they do that, I mean, that's great for the Stop Killing Games. Yeah, that's actually nice that they're doing that. Like, if they implement that where you could do peer-to-peer and offline matches still, like, still have access to play the game, that's all we want. And so these guys, I think, understand that. I mean, that's the only way that they'll retain those players when 2 officially releases, if they want to even give 2 a chance. If they don't do that, everyone who's playing OG 1 right now probably won't even give it a chance.
Saying that, the final part of the statement says, in the meantime, Splitgate 2 will remain playable and will still be shipping Chapter 3, as well as fixes and high priority changes. We hope you will continue to play and support the game as always. Please keep the feedback coming. We've faced a lot of dark days and made many mistakes, but we've learned a lot and are as determined as ever to make Splitgate as great as possible. Splitgate has been our life for 10 years.
Dude, this guy is switching his weapons, man.
We've got work to do, but we aren't giving up.
I think he plays on a controller, too.
Too much to ever quit, so we won't.
This guy is cracked.
Splitgate 2 will remain online, but what sort of population it holds seem bleak at best. I genuinely wonder if the Battle Royale mode, which requires a fair amount of players, will even be playable anymore, or if arena modes will be the only go-to from now on. I know the Steam charts aren't the full population. There is a lot of people playing Splitgate 2 on console, but it does show.
Yeah, he's looking at the chat.
Across the board from console to PC, Splitgate 2 lost over 90% of its players within a month, and that
90%? Yeah, they need to focus on the gameplay a lot more for sure. Oh yeah, with me watching the gameplay. I'm like listening to it, but yeah.
To send the game back to beta. It's sad all round really, because I wanted this game to succeed. Many people said this all stemmed from the Make FPS Great Again comment with the CEO wearing the hat, but I think it's just further proof of just how hard.
A lot of people on Steam wanted them to just fire the CEO. They're like, yeah, start by getting rid of the CEO and then the game will be better already. That's what people were saying.
hard it is to break into the games industry. From the research I did, because I know you guys are interested in this, a majority of people who own consoles are happy playing Call of Duty Warzone and Fortnite, and they really aren't willing to try anything beyond those mainstream titles. If Splitgate 2 is to have any hope of succeeding in an already highly competitive market, they'll need to find a way to attract new players and then keep them around. Consistent updates in combination with a matchmaking experience that allows them to learn the fundamentals is key. Even a bot bootcamp playlist where you just go up against bots and learn the mechanics might be the way to go. We all agree, everyone watching this video, myself, even the developers, that the mechanics of the game are fun. The movement is fun.
I love it.
Great. There's pre and post game lobbies, and you can talk to players via voice and text chat. It's also proof that a battle royale will not fix all of your problems. Not the worst game mode to have by any means, but it is not the be all end all. Splitgate 2 was clearly trying to attract that Fortnite.
Dude, he's doing the whole switcheroo shotgun thing like everyone used to do back in Fortnite, when you'd have like 5 shotguns on your loadout. But yeah, with them releasing it with the beta when it officially came out, I don't think that was a good idea. I mean, there's already too many battle royales. When Halo tried that, it didn't help them either. It made it probably worse when Halo Infinite had that like test mode for it, and that wasn't good.
Said those Fortnite players, they don't want to change games, especially when Fortnite is showing no signs of slowing down. And that's it. That's Splitgate 2, the future of the game.
Yeah, Fortnite is hopping.
Experience within Splitgate 2 replicating the original game, so that is cool. I wish the developers the best of luck. I'll definitely give the game a try once the major overhauls happen. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.
See you later, man.